everyone, Jake here because I interviewed the developer behind Grimace's Birthday Game, a free-to-play homage to the Game Boy Color era, and you can see my playthrough on the channel right now, or head to grimacesbirthday.com and just play the game yourself. But Tom Lockwood was the game designer, level designer, artist, and team manager on the game, and represents his studio, Gumpy Function. And he was able to answer all of my questions concerning behind-the-scene details on the game. Okay, so first, the game was created from scratch in 7 weeks. Lockwood credits the flexibility of GB Studio and his collaborator coder, Brian Taylor, for getting the game done quickly and efficiently, while thanking Blaze Beats, who did the music and sound effects for their high-quality work. Next, I wanted to know what about Grimace inspired making a Game Boy Color styled video game. And Lockwood told me that the last McDonald's title to release on a video game console was McDonald's Treasureland Adventures for the Sega Genesis in 1993. So there's something fitting about the nostalgic spirit of Grimace and the entire McDonald's character gang that pairs well with the aesthetic that the Game Boy Color era evokes. Next, Lockwood shared that designing a game around the pear-shaped Grimace brought considerable design challenges. So apparently all hitboxes must be a rectangle or a square in GB Studio, so they needed to essentially find compromises for Grimace since he's basically a triangle. And second, Grimace's purple color had its own set of challenges. Lockwood explained that the kinds of gritty environments that he wanted to put Grimace in required him to be careful when selecting color palettes so that Grimace would still stand out. Now, on the subject of inspirations, they include Tony Hawk, Ninja Gaiden, Shatterhand, and KIRBY. First, the skateboarding gameplay is inspired by the Tony Hawk series, with the optional collectibles that increase the difficulty for the players that choose to go after them, as you can totally see with the milkshakes in Grimace's Birthday. Ninja Gaiden and Shatterhand's gritty environments influenced the backgrounds, and KIRBY influenced the back half of the game's platforming sections, with Bubble Grimace obviously being very similar to how KIRBY handles. Alright, now viewers, aside from Grimace's Birthday, Lockwood has a number of games in development, with some releasing soon. Lockwood's Instagram page and website will be linked to in the description below if you want to follow along on his developer journey, and I highly recommend doing so that you can read more about games like Super Jacked Up Tomato Face Johnson and others. And finally, I had to uphold my journalistic integrity and ask Lockwood what his ideal McDonald's order was. And he told me, quote, "I'm partial to McChicken burgers, but what I really like to do is buy 2 hamburgers with as many pickles in them as I can get and a small chips. Place the entirety of the small chips between the 2 burgers and stuff my face." Nice! Wait, chips?